second topic now, that is income and other goals. Now the example which we have seen of all the four, remember farmer, businessman, prosperous farmer and student, in all the four there was one thing which was common, that every category of the person, the direct or indirect aim somewhere was to earn more, means somewhere it was related to income. Similarly, when I say for development, income is really the most important factor for development, but I cannot say that it is the only factor for the development. Along with income, people see at various other things also. Like what are those other things? Equal treatment, health facility, freedom, opportunity to grow, security. Suppose just imagine that you have got a job somewhere. So you will not be only seeing the income criteria. Along with income, you will see that proper treatment is given or not. Equal treatment means there should be no discrimination based on gender or on your caste. Freedom to work as per your norm should be given to you. As of now, that complete time you need to work, you are getting a very handsome salary, but there is no time left for your family. So you will see that there should be some time for your family members also. Health facility must be given. If you are sick, there must be some sick leaves given to you. Then there must be an opportunity to grow. It, like if you are working in any MNC, your growth should always take place. It should not be like just a handsome salary you are getting, but professionally there will be no growth. So along with income, there will be many other factors which a person is going to consider. So what conclusion can I draw with this sentence? That for development, people see at mixture of goals. Mixture of goals means income, yes, definitely most important thing, but along with income there are different other parameters also which a person is going to consider before accepting any opportunity in his future. Now let us see about national development. Already I have said, children, when I started with the topic, that development can be classified into two categories: individual development or country's development. Country's development means national development. Individual development, we have discussed all the parameters of individual development. Same parameters apply for national development also. National development means how we are going to say that this is national development. See children, we people are living in the country, we are making the nation. So when I say that every person has individual notion for his or her development, similarly every person has individual notion for national development also. Notion means what? Meaning. N-O-T-I-O-N. Nation nahi hai, notion hai. Notion means the meaning, the perspective. So हर इंसान का perspective is different in order to explain national development. Say for example, you are sitting in your family with your father, mother, elder sister, and suddenly a question arises that how you are going to classify national development. Your father may say that okay, when corruption will get over, I will say that there is development taking place in the country. Your sister may say no, I am not satisfied with this. I want that security and safe environment should be given to the girls. Then only the nation will be called as developed. You will also put your perspective. आप कहोगे नहीं, I feel when the education will be in such a way that it provides proper job or practical knowledge to the students, then only I will term my country as developed. Suddenly your mama will be also telling no, when the prices of vegetables and daily use articles will come down, then I am going to say that my country is developed. So see children, here in your home only, what scene we have seen, that different person in your family has different notion for national development. Now the question arises that when in a family wherein hardly 4 to 5 members are there, they have different notions. So in a country where we are in such a mass number, every person has different notion for development. How we are going to tell that this is the exact meaning of national development? How to decide what is best? The conclusion is only one thing. on which line, on which ground we can say that the national development is there? If greatest benefit is given to the greatest people, then only we will call it as development of nation. Matlab, national development when we are going to consider, when the development will be in such a manner that majority of the benefits will be given to majority of the people. This way we can term that national development is taking place. Now here a question comes, how to compare different countries or states. Now, like suppose I am an Indian, I will be saying yes, my country is more developed. People living in Bhutan, they will be saying because we have greenery here, so we are developed. USA will be saying that no, we have more industries, so we are developed. Indian people will be saying okay, fine, we are living in there is complete unity in our country, diversity is there, still we are living in harmony, so we will be considering ourselves as developed. So there are different notions for development. So how we are going to come on a common line, on a common point, that this way we will say that this country is developed country or this is low developing country? There must be some criteria for it. And what is the criteria, children? Same as for we have discussed for individual development, the important criteria was income. In the same case, like if I will talk about national development, the most important criteria for comparing the countries is income. Now here I have written, children, income is considered to be one of the most important criteria. This is the dominant one, बहुत important है, लेकिन बहुत सारे developmental criteria में से this will be one major attribute for comparing the countries as developed. Now when I say that income of a country is one of the most important criteria, one of the most important attribute, so the question comes in mind that what is the income? What do I mean by income of a country? Country doesn't go anywhere for earning. आपने सुना है क्या कि country गई है नौकरी पे? तो income of a country means what? Income of the country means the income of us. Us means the people who are living in the country, the residents of the country, the income of their will be called as the income of country. Children, like income of India will be definitely more than the income of Switzerland or income of Canada, because the population of our country is more than those two countries. Let us take Canada. So can I say that like I have already told you that income is important criteria for measuring a country as developed or developing country. So when we have more income because we have more population, so automatically when I am going to calculate the income of India will be more in comparison to income of Canada. So Canada is less developed than India, is it so? No, children. On the contrary, Canada is one of the rich country if you will compare it with India. Now, though I said that income is important, but we cannot completely rely on this formula that only income will be doing the things. For comparing the countries on the basis of income, we need to apply a formula for calculating the average income of the country. The formula for calculating average income of the country is average income is equal to total income of the people living in that country upon total population. This will give you the average income. It is also called as PCI, per capita income. It is very important, one more question, children, remember it. Average income is also called as per capita income. So what we have seen that if we need to compare two countries, income is most important criteria, one of the most important criteria, and for calculating national income we need to calculate it by using the average income formula. Now what does the World Development Report say? Suppose you have applied this formula, you have calculated the average income of some of the countries. Now how you are going to categorize them, that whether they are rich countries or low income countries? World Development Report is being published by World Bank. They have set a criteria on which they are going to categorize the country as rich country or low income country. As per them, if the PCI of a country in US dollar is 12,236 per annum or above, that country will be called as rich country. If the PCI of any country is like in US dollar 1005 per annum or less, it will be called as low income countries. These digits you have to remember, children, so that you can classify the country as rich country or low income country. Now comes the question, where does India stand? India comes in the low middle income countries because the PCI of our country comes in US dollar of 1840 per annum. Low income middle countries. So children, till now what we have seen is for national development, income plays a very important role. If you want to find out the development of your country, you need to calculate average income because that is one of the most important criteria for comparing any country. You will calculate average income and then your country will be categorized as rich country or low income country or middle income country based on the criteria stated by World Development Report by World Bank. The remaining topic we will see in the next video. Till then, stay at home, stay safe, have a nice day.